Hello, dear students. Today we are going to start our novel The Railway Children Chapter 1, titled The Beginning of Things. While reading the chapter, we will discuss the answers of the following questions which you were asked to prepare in the flipped classroom. From the introduction, we know that the three main characters Roberta, Peter and Phyllis used to live happily in London, but their life changed suddenly due to certain circumstances. Now open your books page 1 to read and discuss. First, how did the children enjoy their life in London? You will find out that the children lived happily among their father and mother in London. They had a warm house, lots of toys, pretty clothes and everything they needed. Moreover, they had a cheerful, kind mother who used to play with them or write stories to read them to her children. Also, their father was a wonderful dad, as he was never angry and always ready to play a game with them. If you have a look on page 2, it is mentioned that it was Peter's birthday and he received a toy steam engine as a present. But unluckily it was broken and his father tried to cheer him up and promised to fix it. The significance or the importance of this toy will appear more in the following chapters. Let's move to page 3 and see the awful change that happened suddenly to the happy family. After you have read page 3, do you really think that the father had really gone away on business? Sure, you don't, but why do you think so? At first you found that two strangers came to their house, started arguing with father, and his voice got louder and louder. Then at the end father went away with them. What's more, during their visit Ruth the maid had told mother to be ready for the worst news. At last, we will find that when mother came back, her face was white and she was so upset and informed the children that their father went away on business. So it was quite clear that something went wrong with him. As for page 4, you will know why was their mother upset and worried, as she told the children that these men brought bad news last night and father will be away for some time. Also, what was their father's job? He worked in a government office. Later, you have noticed how did the children's life changed badly after their father had left. We noticed that mother was nearly always out and she looked ill and tired. In addition, she decided to move house from London to the countryside. But let's see, how did the mother help the children to accept the change which happened in their life or the new situation? It was so clear in the last part on page 4 when mother tried to let them feel excited about the new house which they are going to move to by describing it as a dear little white house near a railway line, and added that she knows that they will love it. Also, she didn't want to tell the children directly that they became poor, so she told them that they have to play being poor, so as not to upset them. From what we have discussed, how can we describe the mother's character? We can see that she was so caring and protective as well. Finally, in page 5, 6 and 7 we know that the family left their house in London and moved to the countryside. They noticed the difference as there were no taxis, only carts to carry their luggage. The roads were dark and dirty and they had to walk all the way home. Even the new house, it was dark as well, and they were a little bit afraid as they could hear the sounds of animals running up and down inside the walls of the house. As a result, did Phyllis like the new home? How can you tell? On page 7 you can infer that she didn't like it, as she said that she wished they hadn't come. In the end, you must refer to the PDF and highlight the same important highlighted parts in your book and copy the comments as well. Thank you so much and good luck.